What you're looking at right now is a fully working AI customer support agent, built without a single line of code. Customers submit a ticket, the AI reads it, matches it to your knowledge base, and drafts a reply. Your team reviews it, hits approve, and the customer gets an email. And here's the part that actually makes this useful for a real business. The agent doesn't just give generic AI answers. It answers based on your knowledge base, the topics, the policies, the exact language your business uses. That's what makes it feel like a real support tool and not just a chatbot. Now, this is a full follow-along tutorial. All the prompts are in the description below. Copy, paste, and build with me so you can have your own working version by the end. I'll also show you how to invite your team and give them admin access so they can log in and start managing tickets straight away. Also, the link to Base44, the tool that we'll be using to build this, is in the description as well. It's completely free to get started. You just sign up with your email and you don't even need a credit card. So just click the link, sign up to Base44, come back to this video, and let's get started. Step 1. App Foundation. The first thing we need to do is give Base44 the full picture of what we're building. So I'm describing both sides of the app, the public-facing form that customers will use to submit tickets, and the internal dashboard where the support team manages everything. I'm also telling it what data to store: ticket details, categories, AI responses, statuses, and asking it to set up a knowledge base table that the agent will draw from later. I'm not asking it to build out every page just yet. I just want the structure, the navigation, and the authentication in place first. And there it is. Base44 has scaffolded the whole app: inbox, all tickets, knowledge base, and a sign out option. The pages are placeholders for now, but the structure is exactly what we need. Step 2. Knowledge base. Now, let's build out the knowledge base. This is the brain of the support agents. It's where you store your topics, keywords, and pre-written answers. When a ticket comes in, the AI searches this table to find the most relevant entry and uses it to write the reply. I'm asking Base44 to build out the knowledge base page with a proper table, topics, keywords, and answer columns, plus the ability to create, edit, and delete entries. I'm also seeding it with 3 sample entries right away: billing, account access, and technical issues. These are just starting points. You can swap these out for whatever your business actually deals with. And by the way, the knowledge base is internal only. Customers never see this. It's purely for the AI to work with in the background. And the page is up. The entries are there, keywords are showing as tags, and it's functional. But I did spot one issue straight away. On mobile, the edit and delete buttons weren't visible. So I asked Base44 to fix that by adding a 3-dot menu button to each row on mobile, and now the options are accessible on smaller screens as well. With the knowledge base sorted, let's move on to the customer-facing form. Step 3. Public ticket form. I'm asking Base44 to build a public submission form with 3 fields: full name, email address, and issue description. When someone submits it, a new ticket gets created in the database with a status of new, and the customer sees a confirmation message. The key thing here is that this page has to be publicly accessible. Anyone with the link can just open it and submit a ticket straight away. And there it is, a clean, simple submission form. I wanted to make sure it was actually working, so I published the app and submitted a test ticket. The confirmation message came through, which means the form was working. But when I checked all tickets, the ticket wasn't there. So I sent a fixed prompt telling Base44 that tickets weren't being saved. Base44 flagged that the form was running as a public user without the right permissions to write to the database. So it created a backend function to handle ticket creation using a service role instead. I tested it again, still nothing showing up. That's when Base44 flagged the real issue. The inbox and all tickets pages were still empty placeholders from the first prompt. From there, Base44 also went ahead and built both pages out on its own. The tickets I submitted earlier were finally showing up. Now we can move on to building the AI agents. Step 4. AI agents. I'm asking Base44 to build an agent that fires automatically every time a new ticket is submitted. Here's what it does. It reads the issue description, searches the knowledge base for the most relevant match based on topic and keywords, categorizes the ticket, and writes a professional reply addressed to the customer by name. If nothing in the knowledge base matches, it falls back to a general inquiry category and still drafts a response. Then it saves that draft and updates the ticket status to in review so it shows up in the inbox for review. To test it, I went straight to the inbox, and the agent had already picked up the most recent ticket I'd submitted earlier. I cannot access my account. Then I clicked review, and I was so impressed that the AI agent was able to categorize the ticket correctly and match it to the account access entry in the knowledge base to draft a relevant, personalized reply. And as you can see, the text area is editable, so the support team can make any adjustments before hitting approve and send. That's exactly what we wanted. Now, before we wire up the email, let's make one quick visual improvement to the All Tickets page. Step 5. Status colors. Right now, all the status badges look the same. I asked Base44 to color code them: blue for new, yellow for in review, green for replied. It's a small thing, visually, but those color-coded badges give the support team a clear picture of the entire queue the moment they land on the page. Step 6. Email delivery. Now we connect the final piece, the email delivery. When a support agent approves the drafts and clicks approve and send, it should fire off an email to the customer automatically. I asked Base44 to wire this up. Send the approved response to the customer's email address with the subject, reply, your support request. Update the ticket status to replied, show a success toast that auto-dismisses after 3 seconds, and remove the ticket from the inbox. I tested it, and the button wasn't doing anything. So I sent a fixed prompt to make sure the email sending was properly connected to the button click events. It still wasn't working. That's when Base44 flagged something important. The built-in email integration we specified earlier only sends to users who are already registered in the app. Since the customers will be submitting through the public form, they aren't considered registered users. So that approach wouldn't work. Base44 suggested we use the Gmail connector instead. Getting the Gmail connector set up took a bit of back and forth, but once it was connected, there was another issue. Newly submitted tickets weren't automatically being picked up by the agent anymore. I flagged it, Base44 resolved it, and I submitted a ticket that didn't match any of the topics in our knowledge base. A customer is saying that they haven't received their order yet. There's no shipping or fulfillment entry in the knowledge base at all. What the agent did was categorize it as general, which is the fallback we set up, and still drafted a relevant response, asking the customer for their order number and the date they placed so the team could investigate further. I approved the draft and hit send, and the email came through to my inbox correctly. This is also a good reminder that the knowledge base is something you build out over time. The more topics and answers you add, the more precise and useful the agent's responses become. With the core flow fully working, let's add a couple of things that will make the All Tickets page more practical for a team that's managing tickets day to day. Step 7. Filtering and bulk actions. I requested 2 things: a filter bar at the top so agents can quickly view tickets by status, all, new, in review, replied, and bulk actions so you can select multiple tickets and either mark them as replied or delete them in one go. And Base44 built both out cleanly. The filter bar is at the top and updates a table instantly when you switch between statuses. The checkboxes are in each row, and the bulk action bar only appears when you've selected at least one ticket. With the All Tickets page sorted, the last thing we need to do is make sure the app is properly secured before we wrap up. Step 8. Security. I asked Base44 to lock down the internal pages so that only logged in authorized users can access them, and it ran a security scan to apply those changes. Now, let me show you how to give your team access. From the Base44 editor, go to Dashboard, then Users, and click Invite User. You can enter the email address of the person you want to add, set their role to admin, and hit Invite. That's it. They'll get an email invitation, and once they accept, they'll be able to log in and access the full internal dashboard. This is how you'd add anyone on your support team who needs to manage tickets. Once that's done, hit Publish, and your app is live. And that's it. We just built a fully working AI customer support agent entirely through prompts. And just to set the right expectations, this app runs on its own URL as a standalone support portal. It's not embedded into your website as a chat widget, but you can definitely link it directly from your site with a contact support button. There are tools like Embeddable or TDO built specifically for that kind of integration. So, is Base44 worth it? Honestly, yes. If you're a founder or running a small team, what we just put together would have taken a developer a full day to build, probably even longer. We did it in one session, and we already have something functional that a real business could start using today. If you want to try this yourself, the link to Base 44 is in the description. You can sign up completely for free and start building right away. And if you decide to upgrade, go with the yearly builder plan. It's $50 a month from monthly billing, but yearly brings it down to just $40. And there's a 48-hour window when you first sign up where you can get an extra 10% off. So if you move quickly, you're looking at around $35 a month. For that, you get 250 monthly credits, 10,000 integration credits, your own custom domain, and all the backend features you will need. That's honestly a solid deal. And if you enjoyed this video, I've got another Base 44 build you'll want to check out. So just click right here and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.